This is literally the best thing ever. Just sitting on the couch with my puppy. I love him so much.
Hey guys, it's Anya, otherwise known as Pink Sweets here on YouTube. Hey guys, it's Anya, otherwise known as Pink Sweets here on YouTube, and today I'm doing a very exciting collaboration with my friend Amethyst Winters. Her name is also Jennifer Miller. Her author name or her pen name is Amethyst Winters. So, Amethyst and I are going to be doing a bi-monthly kind of thing on our channels, and we're going to be doing collaborations, and basically what we're going to do is it's kind of a version of Shop My Stash. You guys know I do Shop My Stash with my amazing friend Chip from Moment with Chip here on YouTube. And I will link her channel up here as well as Amethyst's channel, of course, up here and in the description box down below or somewhere. They will be linked. And Chip and I do a Shop My Stash where we each choose our own thing, you know. Amethyst and I are going to do something where we either choose for each other or we choose like something from our collection that we both have, but like we're going to be choosing for each other. So basically this time we decided to start with the James Charles palette because I own this palette and I love this palette, believe it or not, but I have not used it in forever. So basically what we did was she has this palette as well. She also loves it. And I chose 3 shades and she chose 3 shades. And we are going to be doing a look with it. So this is our color story right here. So I chose this lime green, this metallic purple, and this black. And then Amethyst chose this purple, this blue called Brother. That's like the only one that I remember the name. And then she chose this gold, like this shimmery gold. So I have no idea what we're going to create with it, but in the future we're basically going to be, like I said, shopping each other's stash. So basically she's sent me pictures of her collection, I've sent her pictures of parts of my collection, and we're going to be choosing for each other what the other person has to use. But this week we're both using the James Charles palette. So I'm going to use, oh goodness, okay, well we're off to a great start. I just dropped my primer. I'm going to be using this Hourglass Ambient Light primer. I have not used this in forever. I want to do as many Shop My Stash things as possible because and Chip and I do ours at night, and like I said, we either pick the same palette or we you know, sometimes just do our own thing. We just pick whatever we want. But I want to do as much Shop My Stash as possible because, as you guys know, my goal for this year is to really use the products that I have in my collection and show you guys what I have in my collection and showcase, you know, as many things as I can. This kind of reminds me of what the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter kind of is, because it does have a tint to it. It comes in different colors and it almost kind of like evens out your skin tone a little bit. So it's more than just a primer, but it's not quite a foundation, but it's not a tinted moisturizer either. It's very confusing. So I'm going to use some Juvia's Place concealer for this look just because I feel like using it. I remember when this palette first came out, there were all these rules as to like, oh, you have to use this primer and that primer, and no. I mean, he might think that that's how his palette works best, but I want to use what I want to use. So I swear I cannot stop dropping stuff, you guys. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I need a mirror per usual. Let me grab this one. This is the one that Debbie just sent me. We did a swap where in my mystery box I got the Alien palette, which I already own, from Jeffree Star, and she sent me this in exchange, and I'm so excited. So Amethyst has a variety channel. She does a lot of things on her channel. She's a makeup artist or makeup enthusiast, she calls herself. I think she's a makeup artist. I think anyone who creates art on their face is a makeup artist. So she, you know, does makeup things on her channel. She also does some inspirational videos that she just recently started. And she also does some Shop My Stash, some project panning. She reviews products. She also does some stuff having to do with her writing on her channel. So she does a whole variety of things, and she's so cute and quirky, and I just love her. So definitely go check out her channel, please, 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 because you guys will love her so, so much. And I've done, sorry, I have a hair on my nose and I can't get rid of it. And I swear I don't have pink eye. I have staining from a red eyeliner that I used. So, but yeah, she does so many different things on her channel, and I just love watching her. I'm going to start with the purple shade. I don't know what these are called. I'm sorry. I threw away my, unfortunately, I threw away my, whatchamacallit, the card that had the names on it. So I literally have no clue what in the world these shades are called, but that's okay. We don't need to know. Purple. So yeah, she has kids, and sometimes her kids are in her videos. She's done some cooking videos with her kids on her channel, and she's just really fun to watch. So she and I have done, that's what I was saying. She and I have done some one-on-one collabs together already. We did a Christmas collab. She was part of Pink Miss. And we've also been in a bunch of group collabs together. We did the breast cancer awareness collab together. And we did one other one. I cannot think of what it is right now. And then she was one of the lovely ladies that did my birthday collab, my surprise that they did for me. So, and she's just so, so sweet. So I'm very, very lucky to have her as my friend. And she's one of those people that she has such a good heart. And she's just so genuine and kind to everyone. And she's very supportive. And I love her. So Amethyst, I'm so lucky to call you my friend, and I'm happy that we're doing this together. So I don't know how often we'll do it. We're gonna try to do it twice a month, but you know, sometimes life gets in the way. So she has 2 kids and she works, and you know, life gets in the way sometimes, but we're gonna try. And I guess our first video is gonna be going up on Friday the 13th. So but yeah, so I'm really excited about this. Like I said, I love any excuse to get out my older products because, oh, you guys, I have told you this many times before. I'm going to go into the blue shade, which I know is called Brother. But I just have so many palettes that do not get the love and attention that they deserve. And that's my goal, is to do more of that this year. So that is what we're working on this year, and I'm excited about it because I love my collection. I'll talk about that for a little bit. So I do have a collection video coming up. It's going to be in multiple parts. I have honestly avoided doing a collection video for a while just because I feel like sometimes those kinds of videos can come along with trouble. For different reasons. Like sometimes people will think that you have too much makeup, and you know, people are certainly entitled to their opinion, and I'm not necessarily talking about you guys, like people that just happen across my video, but like, you know, but everyone spends their money differently. Everyone has things that they love to spend their money on, and makeup is definitely my thing. Some people like handbags, some people like Purses, handbags, same thing, Anya. What am I talking about? Now I'm gonna go in with the green. And you know, some people like shoes, some people like clothes, some people like going out to eat, some people like taking trips. You know, it's just what, you know, different people like to do different things with their money. And for me, it's definitely makeup, and I do realize that I have a huge makeup collection. And that's it. I'm a collector. You know what I mean? I really am. I'm a full-on makeup collector. And but I've been nervous because there was one time, this was over a year ago, where I did a video, and it was a video where I showcased during Pinkmas palettes that I haven't used since I got them. And it was like a Christmas palette. So my goal was to use them during Pinkmas. And I don't know what happened, but like, and I say I don't know what happened because I don't know if it came across differently than I intended it to, but like, I got a lot of messages or comments from people like, I'll take that palette, you know, people that I didn't know or anything like that. And I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Like, I'm not saying I don't want, you know, I'm not saying I don't want them. I'm just saying, like, I haven't used them since I got them, you know? And that's the thing. Like, I am a collector, and so therefore, you know, there's lots in my collection that won't get used, or that doesn't get used as often. Some items are display pieces. Now I'm going into the black shade. Some items are, you know, I bought it just for the packaging. Some items are like nostalgic to me. It just all depends. And it doesn't necessarily mean that I don't want it, you know. And anything that I don't want, I always either, you know, gift it to, I have like a small list of people that generally get to, you know, pick through it, like whether it's friends or like my niece, and, you know, stuff like that. Well, I call her my niece, she's my friend's daughter. But and then I donate, you know, some stuff to the women's shelter. And so, yeah, so I mean, I just, you know, I have places that these things go to. They don't, but I'm not gonna lie, some stuff just sits on my shelf, and that's why I'm doing a series like this, to try to kind of, you know, get some use out of it. And but it doesn't mean that I want to get rid of it. Like, I'm, you know, I love my collection, and I know that it's a lot, it's excessive, but for me it's perfect. And I I didn't just buy everything overnight either. Like, I've had it for some items I've had for a while, and I'm just talking with you guys, you know, I'm just letting you know, because I am going to be posting finally a collection video. So, a little nervous about it, but I'm excited. I need my flat shader brush. What did I do with it? I filmed another video earlier, and I seem to have misplaced it. There it is. It's like I have only one flat shader brush. No, I have multiple, but I have one in particular that I love to use. And every time I use a different one, I just don't like the way it performs as much. Okay, so now we're going to do something weird. Well, not weird, but we're going to take the black shade and we're going to put it all over the lid. Wish me luck. Because I want to put that purple shimmer on top of it, because that purple shimmer is very much a topper shade. And I was looking at Divina Cosmetics' Instagram, and they had a post where there were, and I mean, I've done this before myself, and I've seen it done before, but it almost like clicked like in a different way. It was weird, because like I said, I've put topper shades and, you know, shifty shades on top of black eyeshadow many times before, but for some reason when I saw it on their Instagram, I was like, oh my goodness, I could do that with this shade and this shade and this shade and this shade. And I was like, that would be amazing. So I'm definitely going to be doing more of that, because all the shades that they used, I actually have, because I have the Divina Exploders and the Galaxy Dust Shadows. I can't wait for Divina to reopen, because when they do, oh my goodness, it's on, Divina, it's on, because there's so many things that they're going to be restocking that I want. But I'm trying to be fairly good about my purchases. I don't know. I'm not on a no buy, but I'm definitely on a low buy. But yeah, I am excited about doing my collection video, and I think the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to go by category and just kind of show you guys what I have. And it's going to be multiple parts, so it'll be fun. It will definitely be fun. I'm taking the purple again, and I'm just going to go. I really lost like every other shade by going over top with that black. But that's okay, because if I lose it on the top, I can always put it on the bottom. So, and I didn't want to put the green on the bottom, because I feel like lately I've done that quite a bit. Okay, this looks crazy at the moment. I'm hoping that this purple changes things up, but we'll see. And the blue, I think I'm going to put on the lower lash line. All right, I know it looks crazy, but trust the process. And I know that you guys will be excited to see my collection video. I know I keep going back to that, but this is a Shop My Stash, so technically this whole thing is a collection video talking thing. Anyhow, but because I know that because it's my most highly requested video since I started my channel, so I am very excited about it, because I do have a lot of cool palettes that I've collected throughout the years. So this is the topper shade. Ooh, okay, I see you. No, because really, that is stunning. Like, that is it even still on my arm? Barely. See, that shade it hardly ever shows up at all when you put it by itself. And I tried using it, I remember when I first got the palette, I tried using it by itself, and it was a nightmare. Like, it barely showed up. But then I remembered that I had heard that it was a topper shade. And sure enough, it looks so beautiful over top of that black eyeshadow. I knew it, I knew it. And I am going to use probably my highlighters, because I've been just using my Extreme Frost highlighters in the inner corner and like to top things off, so we'll probably do that as well, because that's just what I do, and it's not cheating, because that's what I always do. I always put my highlighter in the inner corner. So I'm just taking that black. Now that I realize how much purple we brought back to the lid, we can add a little bit more darkness to the outer V. And then we'll put that blue, like I said, on the lower lash line. And I'm going to blend the black into the purple. I have no idea where I'm going to put that champagne shade, though, that Amethyst chose. It's a beautiful shade. Maybe that will go in the inner corner. But I don't know. Maybe it'll go in the inner corner on the lower lash line. That could be fun. So I'm just kind of connecting the black and the green and trying to make it look somewhat blended. But this is definitely going to be more of an editorial look, which is fine. You guys know I love my editorial looks. This would be a really cool Halloween look. Okay, let me go off camera and I'm going to do my base, clean up this mess so you guys can see my vision, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I am finished with almost my entire face, but first I'm going to go into this, which is my Simpsons Pink Sprinkles blush from MAC. This came out a while ago. It has a Marge Simpson imprint, and you could probably just see all of the messiness of makeup that is in front of me. I've been pre-filming all week because we're in the final stages of packing and moving, and so I'm going to be unpacking for a while, and so most of my videos are going to be pre-filmed, and so I have just crap tons of makeup in front of me. And I also used for my bronzer slash contour, I used the Tartist palette from Tarte. This is the volume 1, I want to say. I don't know, it doesn't say, so it's probably the first one. So this is that one. And I use that just as my bronzer. I love it. It smells like chocolate. Have you guys ever used a product? Oh, and I took the shade, this one, the Goldie shade. I took it and I ran it up over top of the green, which I took all the way across just because I kind of wanted to lighten up the green a little bit and make it like a greeny gold. And this is a total Halloween look. So now I'm going to take the liner in Distortion, which we didn't really discuss extra products, but I usually use some type of glitter or some type of, inner corner highlight or something in most of my looks. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this. I love this shade. It's like a white, but it has like a green reflex to it. And I'm just going to run that around. This is one of the older Urban Decay. See how that leaves the liners that I have. And then a newer one that I have is Disco Daydream, which is just gorgeous. It's like a rainbow holographic amazingness. So I'm just going to run some of that as well. This look is definitely more grungy and a little bit more messy than what I normally do, even for me, but I kind of like it. It's like, crazy and out there, but it's like editorial, and I kind of like that sometimes. So it's not for dropping stuff. It's not for everyday. Well, maybe it is for some people, but for me, this is not an everyday look. I mean, I wear pretty dramatic looks, as you guys know, on a daily basis, but this is even a little bit more dramatic for me. But if, anyone ever wanted to recreate this, you could always, not take it up as high. I usually like to take my eyeshadow up very high. I mean, yes, this is more dramatic than usual, but I still normally always take my eyeshadow up to my brow bone, so that's not new. Okay. And then we need a liner. So I'm going to go into Urban Decay's Mildew. I know, great name, right? But it's like an olivey green. And I'm just going to use that as a base. Even though I'm not using the green. But I like to put it in the waterline and then kind of run it along the lower lash line just to kind of create like a base. And then I'm going to take my, I don't know what the heck I did with my other brush, but we're going to take that Brother shade and we're just going to kind of stamp that along the lower lash line. Since this is a pressed pigment, I don't want to sweep it because it will go flying everywhere, and then I will have blue eyeshadow all underneath my eyes. I already have some, but that's okay. And I like that. It's like the blue brings out the purple from the lid. Even though this look is crazy, I actually really kind of like it. Okay. Spray my face. This is my MAC. I'm gonna have to really shake it. It has like a little ball in it. This is the MAC Fix Plus, the pink light one. I used to use this all the time. Honestly, I just forgot about it because I have so many setting sprays that sometimes I'll put them in rotation and then I forget about it completely. For highlighter, I think I'm going to use the highlighter that comes in this palette. Well, it can be used for that, but it is this shade right here. And I wish there was a blush shade, because I like it when I can use a palette for everything. Like, technically, I guess I could have used one of the shades or attempted to use one of the shades as like a bronzer. But it would have been, yeah, that's the one thing that's missing for me, is like, well, no, I could use that smaller pan as a contour. But this is a beautiful highlighter. I've used it as a highlighter before. And then if it just had a blush, I mean, I could use one of the eyeshadows, but because they're pressed pigments, it's kind of difficult. Oh, not that sponge. Lately, I've been taking my sponge and just kind of going back over certain areas. Okay. And for my lips, I was originally going to go with hot pink, but I think we're not going to. I think I'm going to do the lip combo that I did on my Instagram live, which is this Essence lip liner in the shade, I don't know. Oh, it'll be in the description box, because I cannot, if I can find a name. The only thing I see is Aga, but I don't think that is what it is called. I'll figure it out. And I really love this color. It's like a mauve grayish. And I have been looking for this shade because OCC Cosmetics went out of business. And one of my favorite lip liners of life was by them. And it was called Sebastian. And when they went out of business, there went my lip liner. Well, this was $1.49 at CVS. So, very exciting. And I'm going to use this Fenty Hot Chocolate. Oh, smells so good. Lip or gloss bomb. I love this mini set that I have, that Debbie, my twin, my sister, my amazing best friend, sent me in one of our swaps. And okay, now I do want to take a little bit of this Jeffree Star Extreme Frost and lick my glit. And that's not eyeshadow in there. It just kind of like changes color as you, because it has like purple reflex. Oh my gosh. This changes everything. Look at that. Ugh, I swear. I feel like I use these almost on a daily basis in the inner corner or on my lid, just to like completely change up a look. It's gorgeous. All right. Perfect. Perfect. It's crazy, but it's perfect. Now I'm going to use my Slay All Day. I usually use some of this hydrating sprays like throughout, and then I use one of these at the end. So this is my finished look for my first collaboration in this kind of series, with Amethyst. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to see what Amethyst creates. So please go check her out. See what looks she creates with the same shades. I think that is one of the funnest things. I just did a collab similar to this with my friend Abby. I will link it up here, where, you know, we had to use the same shades basically and create a look, because you can come up with completely different looks with the same shades. So I think it's an amazing idea, and I look forward to more of our videos together where I actually get to go through her stash and choose something for her to use, and she's going to do the same for me. So I'm excited, and as always, you know, I will have Amethyst's channel linked either in the cards or the description box down below, and I will also put some of my Shop My Stashes with Chip in there as well, because I want you guys to watch as much Shop My Stash as we can, so that we can all, and let me know, or let Amethyst and I both know, if there are any palettes that you want to see us maybe use in this series, or, you know, same thing with my other Shop My Stash series, if there's anything you want to see, because we want to, you know, do looks with palettes that you guys own as well. So I love you guys so, so much. Amethyst, thank you so much for doing this collaboration with me. I love you, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.